Left-footed kick on the way. Punched out high in the middle. Trying to get that one off the ground there was Adriansi. And getting knocked sideways there was Berkeley Williams. So here now is Meyer, left-footed kick. Kansas. And that kick was just a mote of dust in the wind as the ball comes back the other way. But it's going to get taken, and here comes Brian Verbacek. Verbacek with a right-footed kick. Off the pause there. Going to get picked up and spun around. Out to the near side, putting it out on a plate for Fenton Hewlett. Fenton Hewlett now gets to it. Going to get picked up. Able to dance away from one defender in Andrew Verbacek. And it's a good tackle and a free kick.
Faster! Everything's got to be faster, White!
This is Will Mussack who has the ball. Mussack, founder of the Bayou Brawlers, a number of players in the here. Chance Meyer had a fantastic game in the ruck. This one is on its way, fading left, and it's off the post and through for a behind as the ball just kind of ricocheted on and just kind of exploded out of the pack. Virginia goes to 1-2-8 on the Watch AFL scoreboard. Maine no score, 6.5 minutes gone. Brian Barish here with you. Glad to have your company as always. The second leg of the 4 Carnival Series will be in Olathe, Kansas. And we'll be broadcasting live from there June 28th in 2 weeks' time. 3 weeks after that, we will be in Westminster, Colorado in the Denver area. So if you're in any of those areas, want to watch some awesome Aussie Rules football, as this right here, it's off the foot and just snuck through. Berkeley Williams with a fantastic goal, and that thing bent something fierce, but it was over the line before it did. And that is the second goal for the Virginia Lions in this match. They go to 2-2-14 after 7.5 minutes of play. Maine no score. Watch AFL scoreboard. The Lions doing well at moving the ball down the field. The Cats are getting those opportunities. They are parrying some of them away, and they have had a couple of sorties inside the 50-meter arc, but nothing to show for it up on the cash register. We're underway again. Again, this is Ian McCormick. He'll send this one down, or check that. That was Luke Becker who got upended sideways. And now back the other way. Little handball. There's a toe poke for goal. It bops in front. Tries to get free. On his hammer there is McLean, who had a good goal. Sending that one up on the far side, and that one goes out of bounds. Boundary throw in upcoming. Ball comes spinning back in the play. Gets knocked down. And going to get picked up, and Gray. And before that, there was a whistle. It'll be a free kick. They'll come all the way back. The Cats have to come back in. They'll get a half-hour break and then have to play Wilmington in the final game, their final game of the day. Nice mark. Oh, good mark taken by Luke Meyer. USA Revolution national team player. Plays up on the far side, tracking back, and the mark taken again. This time by Dan O'Connell, the captain. O'Connell will go back. Off of 2 steps, drops in front. Lions trying to get it out. Out to the near side from an odd angle. No, off to the side. That was Ciaran Gill. So it's 14-1 now as the Maine Cats are on the board. And we're nearing the halfway mark of this first half. Out to the near side, it's marked defensively. And here is Meyer once again from Wichita, Kansas. And when he's off the field, you can tell he's got a Wichita Wind Surge hat, the minor league team, as this one is sent on the way. And that looks pretty good. Luke Meyer gets one back, or did he? What happened? Let's check. Hang on. It's a free kick. Well, it may have been marked. We're just double checking here. Some confusion. The umpire has it. This will be a ball up just in front. So Meyer thought he had a goal. He doesn't. And Chase Meyer gets it out of the ruck, but he was stripped and dispossessed. Lions maintain possession. And here's, oh, good tackle. Just getting it away. In the back, and a call. The call wasn't in the back. It was tackled from behind, but it was a fair tackle. And here is the handball across. Holston, marked. Again, this is Kubiak. Or check that, that's the 63 in James Moeller. Moeller lets it go. Dies in the square. Marked defensively. Good job there by Matthew Elliott, who has played well defensively for the Lions in the 1.5 games we've seen so far. Out to the near side. Oh, almost taking a nice spectacular mark. Now down the ground. Good mark over the top. Height was always going to win out there. And playing quickly is Ryan Shoemaker. Shoemaker now. Mark by Aaron Gray. They call him as it's a 50-meter penalty. They came over the mark. And that will put him within scoring range, you would think. 13 points right now. So here is Aaron Gray, former Denver Bulldog, former Boston Demon. He says he's living up in New Hampshire now. Stride in. Kick is on the way. It's into the mark. All that, and it was smothered by Thomas Wiley. And the ball's going out of bounds, and it'll be a free kick. And 50-meter penalty. Yep. They didn't give the ball back straight away, so a 50-meter penalty. So a bit of a swing there. Ball comes down the ground. Gonna get punched away. Out to the near side. Gonna get picked up. Sending this one back. Gonna get played on by one of the DC Eagles guys. That was the 28, Alex Foster. Foster, a national teamer as well. Out to the near side. Marked by Gray. Just inside the field of play. Gray sending this one down the line. Over the top. Ball goes to ground, and the guy who went over the top got the worst of that as Matthew Elliott is holding his arm. He will come off the ground. That was a very dangerous play, but it's one of those where sometimes you come up and you land and you're okay, and sometimes you land on something wrong. Hopefully he's okay, but he is holding his arm. Play continues as Meyer sends that one on. There's a chance for goal, but it's off to the side. The fact that it's going out completely. We don't have a number 12 there. I thought it was Luke Meyer. Meyer was wearing 27 in the last game. So boundary throw in upcoming. Still 14-1 on the Watch AFL scoreboard. 14.5 minutes gone. Now the Maine Cats will get their second point. 14-2 now. 2 goals separate the sides. Reminder, you can check out everything that's happening in the USAFL on our brand new website, AussieRulesUSA.com. Find out how to get involved, find a team near you, find out how to start one if there isn't. to the near side and is marked nicely by Luke Becker. Becker with the football. Watched by Luke Meyer. Looking for, nice mark taken over the top by Holstein. Holstein out to the far side where it's marked by I think that's Bernie Burgess. Burgess with the football now. That's Bernie Burgess, definitely number 12, who played well last week at the Northeastern Regionals for his home club, the DC Eagles. Dropped in front, gonna get picked up. Handballs it on. Bounces away through everybody, and Maine's gonna get a point out of this. Third point for the Cats. They go to 3 behinds. Virginia 2-14. That's on the Watch AFL scoreboard. Cats giving way too much respect to the kick-in. And the Lions getting the ball down the field. They handball it around. Cleared out. Oh, almost taking it was Chance Meyer. Meyer will play on quickly. He runs 14.5 meters. Sends the ball down the ground. Off the chest. 2-on-2 contest. Paddling it on. Picking that one up and spearing it forward with Shoemaker. Can't get it. He dropped the pill. Is that going to be pinged? Yes, it is. Holding the ball is the call. And the Cats get it back. Fenton Hewlett. Down the ground now. Going to get picked up. Get it out to the far side now. This is Gill. Gill sends this one down and it's marked. Out to the near side. It is sliding mark taken nicely by Bryant Dugas. Dugas with the football now, sending this one in the middle of the ground, but it's intercepted. Playing on quickly is O'Connell. O'Connell sends this one into the pocket, digging in after it. Sits up nicely for Moeller. Moeller handballs it back. Meyer wasn't happy with the kick. It goes out of bounds, but it'll be a boundary throw-in with almost 2 minutes to go. Ball comes spinning back in the play. Gonna get picked up. This is Burgess. Did he get it? Yes, he did. Bernie Burgess with a fantastic goal that just snuck inside the goalpost. And the Cats are on the board with their first major score of the game. Back to a 5-pointer as Virginia goes to 2-2-14, Maine 1-3-9. That is on the Watch AFL scoreboard. Well, if one team is, if any team is, other than those involved with the Maine Cats, is hoping for a Maine victory, it would have to be the North Carolina Tigers because of their large percentage boost in the last game. If the Cats win, then there'll be a 3-way tie. At worst, the Lions will be, or at worst, the Tigers will be tied, and they have a large percentage opportunity, as this one is Fenton Hewlett who sends it down. A good spoil there by Adriansi. Less than a minute to go in this first half. 14-9 on the Watch AFL scoreboard. 2025 USAFL Southeast Regionals presented by Tasmanian. Knock forward, gonna get taken. This is Gill. Runs in front and does not concede the behind. Widens the angle, but it's through for a behind. And just looking to see who got it there at the end. Waiting for him to turn around. It's taking forever. But in fact, it was Sean Berry. So 1-4-10. And that is how the first half will end. 20 minutes in the books in game number 3, and the Virginia Lions lead by 4. It's Virginia 2-2-14, Maine 1-4-10. A very cagey 20 minutes, but Virginia looked all the world like they were going to run away with this one early, but the Cats have clawed their way back into it, and that leaves a very intriguing 20 minutes of action left in the second half. We're going to step aside, come right back to Miller Fields here in Raleigh. You're watching the 2025 USAFL Southeast Regional Championships here on AussieRulesUSA.com.
This presentation of the USAFL is brought to you by Tasmanian. Quietly pursue the extraordinary. Cooper's, Australian made and owned. Cooper's Beer. Odin Mortgage and Tax. CyberSolve IQ, the cybersecurity partner of the USAFL. HBC Event Services. Premier Sports Medicine. And Visit Tucson Sports.
Back here at Miller Fields, in the campus of North Carolina State University, 2025 USAFL Southeastern Regional Championships. This is, in fact, Game 4 of 6 here for you, as the Maine Cats trail the Virginia Lions by 4 points, 14-10. On the Watch AFL scoreboard, Brian Barish back here with you on a beautiful day here in Raleigh. It is a little on the warm side, but it's not too bad. And especially with the breeze that is blowing, as the Cats in the red and the white jumpers now heading towards the Morrill Road end to our right, and the Virginia Lions now heading from right to left. The Lions holding on by 4 points. If they win, we'll have a grand final happening at 5 o'clock between them and the North Carolina Tigers. Mark is taken by Andrew Verbachek has the football now. It's Andrew and Brian are the two Verbachek boys, as this one is down, and already we see after he kicked it, Verbachek is stretching out a little bit, cramping up here, and the Cats, the Lions will have about a 2-hour break, or it'll be essentially an hour and a half, or this one is sent in short off the left foot, and that one, did it sneak through? Yes, it did. Fantastic goal, just sneaking off the foot, and we're just trying to see who it is. But in any event, Virginia, they go to 3-2-20, and I would say about a minute or so in to this second half, they have extended their lead out to 10 points. Well, Virginia, they, as we said, it was their first win at a regional tournament and first full appearance by them in a regional tournament. They had been combined with Chicago last year in the Super Regionals to win Division III. And here they come again. This is Berkeley Williams, left-footed kick. Drops in front. Everybody back there. That might squirt through. No. It ping-pongs around. Going to get soccered on, but it is, it's going out of bounds. As Teddy Healy almost had a chance to put it through, but it's going out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. So no score on that occasion, but Virginia is pushing very quickly. We've seen a lot of games that have been tight after the first half, and then we've seen one team just assert dominance. Ball goes to ground, and he is tackled. It'll be a free kick to the Cats. Nice mark taken. Meyer tried to play on quickly. Gets it on the second attempt. Just powers the ball forward. Going and picking that one up was Bryant Dugas from the Baton Rouge Tigers. Stays in the field of play somehow. Goes down the line. That was Gray, who kept it in play. Going to get picked up by Adriansi. Adriansi will play on. Sending this one down. They're playing tightrope football. Getting it there is McCormick. McCormick tried to put the ball to the ground and left without it. He was tackled. Umpire throws the whistle away on this occasion. Centering ball across by it wasn't Sternberg. It was the other player there for DC. Big tackle. That could have been high. And it may be. And we hear a secondary whistle. Will the ball be moved down the ground? I believe it will. So it is Luke Becker who goes out to the far side. Ball goes down. Going to get picked up. And we'll have a whistle and a free kick. And it will go the way of the Cats. Comes out to the near side now, looking, sending it down. Going to get marked on the far side. This is Burgess, or rather Gill up on the far side. We have 230 people marked as 34. Burgess is the number 16. A Virginia player is down behind the play. Able to Virginia trying to get it out of there. Everybody getting knocked down, knocked forward, like bowling pins, but winning that one and out of the pack, sending that one towards the sticks. Going all the way there is O'Connell, and the ball is going out over the boundary line and out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. So, boundary throw-in will occur. About 4.5 minutes gone. Lions leading by 10. If they win, then the last game of the day will be a grand final between them and North Carolina. If Maine should come from behind and win, then it'll come down to placing. Ball comes spinning back in the play. Gets knocked down and cleaned out, but only as far as Holston. This is Carlton Holston. Left-footed kick on the way. I think that cleared everybody. Carlton Holston drags the Cats back into this game. Back to 4 points. Virginia 3-2-20. Maine 2-4-16. 5 gone second term. Well, Carlton Holston has been one of those players to watch for the Maine Cats. Ryan Shoemaker, Dan O'Connell have played well as well. O'Connell, the captain. And Maine, again, they combined, there was an official combination with Boston in 2019. It was the first time Boston had won a national championship in 20 years, last time since 1999, as Meyer sends that one into the pocket. What will this do to the game? As there is the Cats sending this one high, looking for a mark. Everybody collides. Ball bounces free. This is Burgess. Burgess! Did he put him in the lead? He absolutely did. Birdie Burgess, one of the quartet of DC Eagles players, and he has showed his worth, the national team prospect. And the Maine Cats have hit the front. They lead 22-20 on the Watch AFL scoreboard. Well then, what will this do? Burgess was on the reserve side in the USA Revolution team that went up to play in Toronto last year against Canada. That was like the fourth or fifth game of the day on the second Saturday of the tournament. Maine leads by 2 points. What can they do here as this one gets sent down the line? All the way down. There is Meyer, who overran everything, and it's sent back. And over to get it was Chance Meyer, but he's now over the boundary line and out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. 7.5 minutes gone, thereabouts. Ball comes back into play. Going to get picked up. Oh, right into the chest of the 53 there, which was Stephen McLean, and he's holding. He had the wind knocked out of him, but he's up and he's okay. Now both allowed 59 points in a game and a half, as here comes Meyer down the line in front, and they get cleared out by the Cats. Out to the near side, bops in front. Oh, big tackle, great tackle. And he is G-O-N-E gone, I think, yes. Except it was not. He was tackled, but it was a high. So they'll play on. This is Berry. Mark defensively, and that ends that. Left-footed kick. Marked defensively, and now we're playing aerial ping pong. Ryan Shoemaker, the vice captain, sending this one in. Marked. James Moeller. This one is sent down the line. Down the middle. A little this, a little bit of that. Big tackle. He didn't have the football, though, and he's going to get pinged as Brendan Story flew in and gives up a free kick directly in because a deliberate behind. But here in the USAFL, the rule isn't as stringent. So 30-20 now the score. 4-6-30 to 3-2-20. Ball goes out of bounds first before it was kicked. And roughly 8 minutes, just under 8 minutes to go here in this fourth game. Again, Maine will play Wilmington at 3:30 Eastern, so in about 45 minutes. And then at 4:30, the final game of the day, we'll pit Virginia and North Carolina. This one is kicked and marked in front defensively, and here come the Lions. Up. Did he go over the mark? There was a whistle coming from behind. Yeah, he came over the mark, and it'll be a 50-meter penalty, and that's good because otherwise it would have been out of bounds on the full. So free kick. Looking for Keeley. They'll play on. Picked up by Will Mussack. Dances away. Finds a cutting Keeley, who sends this one down. Drops in front. Stays in play. Shoemaker screening for Elliott. Sending him back the other way now. Ball goes out. Smart. Got a good solid crowd here in Raleigh on a day when the weather looked to be iffy, but we have a lot of high clouds here. There's a fair bit of 20. That's on the Watch AFL scoreboard. And the Cats through Holston, they have a good boot in him. The guys in the forward line doing a good job of lulling the Lions out a bit. Looks like another 5 in the square call. So Virginia led 14-10 at halftime. They scored the first goal about 15 seconds in. And a free kick. They'll play on quickly. Picked off of one hop. Able to get free. No, big tackle put in there by O'Connell. And then bang through the middle. That was DeGoss. Bryant DeGoss sends this one through. Waiting. Over the top there comes Matthew Alexander. And we'll have a ball up. Under 3 to go. He's told to play on. Goes down the line. Mark taken once again by Shoemaker. Let's call the whole thing off. Kicks it in short. Williams. About a minute to go. Bangs it down. Oh, good mark. Play on, but that'll do it. And the Maine Cats, from the 4th spot, have defeated the Virginia Lions in a brilliant come-from-behind win. They trailed 20-10 early in the second half. They outscored their opponents 26-0 in the final 19 minutes of the game and go on to win by
of the USAFL, HBC Event Services, Premier Sports Medicine, and Visit Tucson Sports.